Hi there, my name is Sandi Pope and I am the Student Information Systems Manager for South Orange County Community College District. Thank you for choosing to watch our presentation today on teamwork between IT, students, and the users. Yes, it's possible. South Orange County Community College District is located in Mission Viejo, California, and is a two-college district serving Saddleback and Irvine Valley colleges. What we want to share with you today is a very important service District IT provides to ensure that we are inclusive in the technology we develop and we meet the goals shared between the district, Saddleback, and Irvine Valley colleges. So let's define Webster's version of teamwork. Teamwork is a collaborative effort of a group to achieve a common goal or to complete a task in the most effective and efficient way. You know, I've been in IT for close to 30 years, and during the early years of my career, IT worked in silos. There were functional teams, technical teams, practice managers, the list goes on, including users. For a software project, each of these groups had their own sets of goals and expectations. This often impacted the end user lack of usability of their new software. A lot has changed since then, and during my 12 years working for District IT, we are continually improving our processes and have taken it to the next level by defining our own definition of teamwork, which is building relationships with the district, Saddleback, and Irvine Valley College's user community and students, involving these users and students with our software processes, making sure we are transparent with our processes, and asking if everyone's goals have been achieved. However, we did not get there overnight. It took continuous improvement and project retrospectives to help us redefine teamwork. Let's see a couple of our projects and how we evaluated ourselves. We will look at how we started our Student Information Systems project. Yes, we built our own SIS. And how our improved processes resulted in saving millions of dollars through our ZTC project. So let's look at use case number 1. This image represents all of the separate projects that make up our entire student information system, and it keeps growing. For a typical project and the approach we used for building our own SIS, we first select our design team members. These members include IT and the subject matter experts who are end users most familiar with their systems and processes. When the design team comes together, we gather ideas and requirements, brainstorm, create prototypes of ideas discussed, and repeat these sessions until we have some solutions. When we are ready to develop, we use the Agile Scrum methodology. Scrum is a proven iterative process that allows the product to be developed in workable and deployable pieces. This methodology also provides transparency and communication between end users, design team members, and IT. When we have a deployable product or piece of the product, we use the design team and other subject matter experts to perform acceptance testing called User Acceptance Testing, or for short, UAT. This also provides a great platform for training and train-the-trainer programs. Let's see what several of our design team members had to say about being part of our design teams. I interviewed Ben Guzman, who is the registrar from Irvine Valley College and who was one of our very first design team members. I asked Ben how many design teams he has been on. Ben stated that he had been on many design teams and that these teams were more rudimentary back in the early days in 2006 than they are now in 2020. Ben also indicated that students were not actively engaged on design teams in those early days. My next question to Ben was asking him, did any one project stand out? Ben's response was that several projects came to mind. The first one was registration. According to Ben, they did not see a collaboration between users and IT because the focus was largely to build a solution that was sufficient to replace the current system and to focus on students. And what was missing was the staff user processes to be built into the system. Several years after the registration project was done, Ben described the entire process becoming more collaborative, which made this project a success because the awards management system involved the IT users, evaluators, A&R management, and students. I asked Ben if he thought his voice was heard. Ben resounded with a big yes. He also indicated that everyone works as a team to build the best solutions for their requests. Ben's final thoughts indicated that seeing this cultural shift of collaboration is to see a process and to be empathetic of the process, which is a good thing. The level of involvement now between district IT and the students keeps everyone efficient. My interview with Marina Amity was our next person, the Dean of Online Education and Learning Resources for Saddleback College. My first question to Marina was if she thought her voice was heard. Marina's response was yes, and indicated that there is a mutual respect of listening with each other and that the design team is a catalyst for working relationships across the district and colleges. I asked Marina what was the greatest takeaway on being one of these design teams. Marina responded by saying that the greatest takeaway is seeing the finished product, something like the Zero Textbook Cost Initiative, Waitlist, and also Smart Schedule. Marina also indicated that the more the involved colleges are, including staff and students, in the design teams, the more understanding between all groups. This communication creates transparency and makes it better for everyone involved. For example, Marina explained, there was a common goal between IT, her team, and students for the Zero Textbook Cost project. This initiative helped save students over $5 million with potential of more savings in future semesters. By listening to our user community and design team members, we improved our processes, which results in exciting outcomes like saving millions of dollars each semester for our students. Not only did our processes improve by listening to the staff who service our students, we included students into our processes so that we can learn from them. We listened to our students in a few different ways, like providing pizza in informal settings. Well, we did this pre-COVID times. Surveys, and focus groups. We also formed a student design team to ensure we build student-centered systems and to have a seat on our project design teams. Some of their responsibilities include weekly meetings with IT management and staff, participation on project design teams with no programming required, provide direct feedback on system development, help facilitate focus groups to get broader student input, and create help videos for new systems. Let's hear what Dr. Bramucci, who is the Vice Chancellor of Technology and Learning Services, Jim Gaston, retired IT Director of Academic Systems, and our students on the student design team have to say.
I would say that some of the best parts of being part of the student design team is working with an amazing team, amazing employer, amazing friends, and bringing all the thoughts together, agreeing on things.
The best parts for me on the design team is definitely being able to know that I do have a voice and an opinion that can be heard and can be shared. We all are just the voice for the students.
I really enjoy working here, and the things that we're doing, we have our hands in things that are going to help people for a long time. So it's an incredible experience. I love it here.
Our student design team, the main purpose is to be the voice of the student within district IT. It's obviously really usual for staff at the colleges to interact with students on a regular basis, but at the district offices, we really don't do that much.
I think they've been incorporated into every aspect of our operations and improved those aspects. Everything from the initial brainstorming of the projects to the usability studies.
Yeah, our students are involved in the entire process. There's 3 main stages that we have with a software development project. The first is design, so they're in the room while we're doing the design work. Then in the development stage of it, they're giving us immediate feedback as the developers are working, sometimes directly to the developers. And then when it's time to deploy, then they're the ones that are actually helping build the tutorial videos that explain to the students how to use these systems that they help design.
So being on the student design team, it gives me an opportunity to work with my fellow students in helping design our web services, giving feedback to the faculty, and giving students a voice for how our student systems work. I also take on a lead role of editing all of our help content and writing the scripts for it, as well as making sure we finish all the videos on time for all of our services that help our students use our services better.
I would say my experience of being part of a focus group is taking the experience and bringing it forth to other students and seeing their opinions and reactions in real time and seeing how our ideas and how our actions and opinions have been reflected and how other students think about that. I would say that this experience would be very useful for me because working with a team and going to meetings, I think it has brought up my confidence a lot and helped me to voice my opinion freely.
I would say this is a great resume piece because not only are you improving a system, but you're also helping others. So for me, it's one of the things where it's like, okay, well, what have you done? Well, let me show you. This is what it looked like before. This is what we've improved. And based off of that, we can show the progress when it comes to the things we've done.
I've recommended it to some of my other coworkers. I'm like, this is such a good job. It's so laid back, fun, relaxed, and it's really cool to see all the hard work that they put in to each project that they make for students.
If you're considering implementing design team, I would say without a doubt, 100% go with it.
Do it as soon as possible. Get the widest variety of students that you can get from different age ranges, backgrounds, goals, socioeconomic class, to give you the best variety and the best understanding of how diverse your student population is and how to help each type of student reach their goal.
So we engage students and our user community to help us design efficient solutions to help meet everyone's goals. Which leads us to our unique approach and definition of teamwork. We build relationships between IT, staff, and students. We involve staff and students from the very beginning of an IT project. And we are transparent, and we ask if everyone's goals are met. Our unique approach results in award-winning software called Student Success Systems. Many of our student success systems have won many awards. Smart Schedule is a great example of one of our student success systems using our unique approach of teamwork. What was the goal for Smart Schedule? As Dr. Bermucci pointed out in many presentations, how do we get from the Thomas Guide concept, which represents many online class schedules out there, to the concepts of maps on your smart device, which will represent Smart Schedule. On a side note, my preferred device is Apple. Then we examined architecture. the guts of Smart Schedule. How do we create an online class shopping experience similar to Amazon and other great sites? We had our students look at other college online schedules to capture ideas, good and bad. Then we broke into groups and we pulled IT, the end users, and students together to brainstorm. We took these groups of people and put into small groups to capture different ideas. And here's the result of these different ideas, rough sketches of the different designs for our Smart Schedule. Then we pulled everyone back together to determine a final design based on personas. These personas help users who use Smart Schedule to have a customized experience. When it came time to deploy, we strategized with focus groups to see if everyone's goals were being met and how useful Smart Schedule would be to staff and students. We made sure to have staff and students bribed with pizza to perform user acceptance testing. The end result, we all met our goals. An online schedule that is a smart schedule, a top-of-the-line search and class scheduling system that is easy to use, drawing from the initial goal of turning a Thomas guide into a smart device that guides the end user with ease and a customized experience. So let's recap. Using our unique approach during the Smart Schedule project, we built relationships between IT, staff, and students using brainstorming sessions and follow-up. We involved staff and students from the very beginning to the end of the Smart Schedule project by creating design teams. We were able to be transparent by using focus groups and design sessions. We asked if we met everyone's goals through the continuous software development process, a project retrospective, and follow-up. Involving IT, staff, and students through the processes of our software solutions takes teamwork, which can help us achieve the goals of each group using our unique approach. So what is the takeaway of our unique approach? Teamwork with IT, staff, and students is possible with these simple steps. Build relationships between all departments, IT, college user staff, and students. Involve staff and students in designing and deploying solutions. Be transparent with the processes that drive solutions. And ask, always ask, did we meet everyone's goals? Thank you for watching our presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to send us an email.